Well, hello, students, and welcome to the Tools of Leadership. Many of you that are registered in this class have taken my course, Discovering the Leader in You. And we found out how important it is to be able to discover how we can build our self efficacy, our self worth as leaders, and be able to get that vision somehow that we see as leaders and the passion to lead over to those that we lead and helping them understand why it's important to have strong leadership qualities and to have everyone buy in to the vision and ultimately the mission of where we are going strategically as leaders. This particular course, The Tools of Leadership, is an interesting one because it's a follow-up, to discovering the leader in you. Now we say the tools of leadership, how do we build our self-efficacy? How do we become better leaders? How do we transpose our talents and our skills over, in a qualitative way? And I think the approach to this is going to be a little bit different because the tools of leadership means that in any leader, you need to have structure, okay? Leaders need structure to lead. That means we have to have a general understanding of business and management principles. So a lot of leaders, especially those in the, if you remember from Management 101, or if you haven't taken it before, but in any organization, we have the planning, organizing, leading, and controlling, the four principles of management. And we also have, in management, we also have the three tiers of management. The strategic, where a lot of the planning is done, okay, to the tactical, that's middle level managers, to the frontline supervisors, or the operational part, where we work on the day to day functions. All of them are important, but all of this structure is not going to work unless we understand how to put a business plan together. Really, whether you're the CEO of a company or you're running a department, if you're that type of a leader, how do we understand how cash flow works and that type of thing in general terms? So, having said that, this particular course is going to give us the tools that we need to how to put a business plan together. It's going to talk about entrepreneurship. If we were starting our own business, every leader has to have, even if you're an entrepreneur, you have to have um, a good driving understanding of ethics and social responsibility. We need to understand if we're going to have a lucrative business and we're going to lead that business, how creativity and innovation fit into the equation and have a really good sense of ethics. Okay? What is our ethical standards? We're going to talk about um, business planning. We're going to talk about how to develop a marketing plan. Again, these are things that leaders get into. How did they drive that vision? How did Steve Jobs do it? How did Bill Gates do it? How does Google do it? Okay, so we're going to be looking at that. We're going to be looking at global marketing strategies. We're going to be looking at managing cash flow and supply chain management and also financing. In any business, financing is absolutely crucial because without liquidity, nothing works. And then we're going, just like with leadership and management, we're going to talk about successorships, and risk management. So these are all the things that are coming down the road for this particular course. Now, what I want you to know is very similar to Discovering the Leader in You. We're going to interact with one another using the DQs, okay? And that's a learning tool. There's going to be a lot of stuff in there relating to all this subject matter where you can put your personal experiences with some of this topical matter into your thread. So we're still going to have 32 threads over 8 weeks, 4 threads a week, and we're going to be able to learn how to write a business plan. If you haven't done it already, this is kind of crucial. Okay, writing a business plan, and on the financing end, how do we manage cash flow? So that's kind of the overarching or overview topics of this particular course. I think you'll appreciate the book. It's a Pearson book, and it's a download in digital, and it's called Entrepreneurship and Effective Small Business Management. It's the 11th edition. It's by Scarborough and Cornwall, and copyrighted in 2015. But a lot of really good stuff in this, and I think you'll enjoy the course. So, without further ado, get into your modules, go week to week, and look at all of the webcams that I put in for you that lead to the many discussions. Okay? Again, an ebook download, I think it's like $60 or something. See if you can rent it or whatever, but this is pretty good. An ebook download, you kind of integrate everything right into your subject matter as you're going week to week. All right, take care.